Hello, lovelies. So I'm sure you've noticed I am not in my kitchen this week. I have something very exciting for you. My dear friend Alicia and I have been reunited in Los Angeles in her kitchen.
Yes.
And we thought it would be really fun to do a little collaboration for you guys. And what are we making today?
Well, for back to school, we
Yes.
thought why not do a fun lunch idea that I think neither of us have ever done on our channel.
No.
Sandwiches.
Something so simple.
I know, and delicious, and we love bread, and anything between bread is gonna be good.
Of course. So I am sharing 3 delicious sandwich ideas over on Alicia's channel, and Alicia is sharing her delicious sandwich ideas right now here on my channel. Alicia, what is your first sandwich?
First up, we've got a vegan B.L.T. It's actually a B.L.A.T because it has avocado.
B.L.A.T is a very unappealing word. Would you agree? B.L.A.T.
I mean, I don't know.
It reminds me of like splat.
What if we put the A somewhere else, like
B.L.A.T.
B.L.A.T. B.A.L.T.
B.A.L.T.
So obviously, a B.L.T is not typically vegan because it includes bacon. So I'm gonna show you how to make tempeh bacon, which I've made on my channel before. So it starts with just some tempeh, and pretty much we're gonna marinate it in this flavor that's gonna give it the salty, smoky flavor of bacon.
Amazing.
It's not bacon, but it's gonna be a good enough substitute. And then we're going to pan fry that before we assemble our sandwich. So if you wanna mash up the avocado,
I can do that.
And get that going, I'm gonna mix together some soy sauce, some liquid smoke. So have you ever used liquid smoke?
I've never actually used liquid smoke. It smells incredible.
It smells like, literally like smoke. If you don't have liquid smoke, I didn't have it, I ordered on Amazon, but you can also use smoke flavoring.
Can you find liquid smoke in most supermarkets? I think you can now,
You know,
like most major.
Yeah, probably in major cities, in bigger cities you can. I don't know about smaller cities, but it was on Amazon for like a couple bucks and it came in a day, so.
You did right to your door.
Right to your
what's
door.
not to love?
And you can skip it. I've seen people online that make it without, and it's still salty from the soy sauce, but it's not gonna have the smoky flavor, so.
Okay.
I've got a little bit of hot sauce, some cumin, which is also kind of a smoky spice, and some salt and pep. I'm not gonna overdo it on the salt because soy sauce, man, even if you use the low sodium one, it's got a lot of salt. So I have these tempeh pieces, and I am just submerging them into the mixture.
I've seen tempeh bacon, but I've never tried it, so I am definitely excited about this.
I'm just gonna let this sit for like 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't take long to just get the flavor, and I actually
really?
I don't wanna leave it too long either because the tempeh is gonna fall apart.
Oh,
So,
right, of course.
Just get the flavor in there, get it soaked up, and then onto the pan it goes.
So I have the avocado mixed with a little squeeze of lemon juice to keep its color, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And then salt.
Yep, and I just figure for a mash, sometimes it's easier to get a mash on a sandwich than the slices, because then you eat the sandwich and the slices are like falling
Wonky
out, so.
all the time.
Yeah.
Or they brown when you're waiting to eat it.
Yeah.
At least with a little lemon
thank you.
juice.
We're ready to go. Let's cook the bacon. So in the pan, I've got some avocado oil or whatever oil you want. I'm just gonna add the marinated tempeh.
Do you know this will be my first time actually trying tempeh? Isn't that like shameful? I've tried all kinds of tofu, of course.
You know, so I don't love tofu and tempeh, but I will say I think tempeh is a more convincing meat substitute than tofu.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, well,
It's a little heartier.
I look forward to being your
And I
tempeh.
think it holds on to flavor a little bit better. Like the thing about tofu is, unless it's deep fried, you can't really like taste it.
Well, and it doesn't have all that texture that this does.
Yeah, so this is actually, when it cooks, it starts to look like meat. Like if I didn't know that it wasn't, which all of you do, but just pretend you didn't for a second and then look at it.
And give it a
you might be surprised.
And how long does it take?
It literally is gonna take like 1 to 2 minutes.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
quick.
Give it.
Oh, look at that nice crisp.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice. So you get a nice crisp side.
Yeah, you got like a little bit of a char even. So I thought for a B.L.T, sourdough.
Sourdough is a classic.
Yes.
And I love it.
One day we should make it for Friday Night Supper Club.
Oh
But
my gosh.
One day we should.
did, so if you guys aren't familiar with Friday Night Supper Club, it's a channel that Alicia and I started together.
Yes.
We had the most fun
So
making
fun.
videos for it. So we basically will test out sort of more complex recipes, stuff that we wouldn't traditionally put on this channel.
More foodie finds, not so much healthy, more like delicious
it's
gluten.
such a blast. So if you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. But one day we decided we were gonna try to make sourdough on that channel, and both of us got so nervous,
so intimidated,
that we decided not to do it.
But
it's honestly what happened.
it's still on my list. We've got to do it before we die.
will.
Okay, so you're getting the avocado mash on there.
Little spread action
Yep.
happening. Tomato.
Tomato.
You're getting a nice layer happening.
Yeah, do you think it should be overlapping? I mean,
It's hard to
this
say.
is supposed to be fun, so like, if this isn't totally functional, don't judge me. You can use a little bit less for your sandwich, but for today, I want to make it big.
Well, and I can assure you, all of the sandwiches that I shared over on Alicia's channel
They're
are
huge.
enormous.
Oh my gosh, this is nothing compared to your sandwiches.
So
Yeah.
you can make, the best part is, sandwiches can be adjusted to personal preference.
Yep.
You can make them as big or small as you would like.
Yes, totally. And this is gonna be another hard one to eat.
So we've got our L and our T
We've got our LRT and our A,
and our A.
wherever that's going. And then the bacon.
Can I try one of these?
Yeah,
The
please.
outside of the sandwich?
Yeah.
I need to try this while you do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That liquid smoke, it's quite something.
It tastes like a meaty texture. The tempeh tastes meatier to me than tofu.
This has definitely got a good umami sort of situation happening.
All right, and then a few little microgreens, just because microgreens on a sandwich always look nice. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be delicious. Okay, the moment of truth.
I hate doing this.
It is very stressful, but you have
just like commit. You go right into it.
you have a
don't
great
have to-
knife. That's really the secret, I would
Look
say.
at those pretty layers.
It's really beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
I think the secret to success in a sandwich sometimes is just how pretty it looks once it's cut. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
It has a lot of the true essence of bacon.
And it tastes like a BLT. I mean, it really does.
Salty, smoky, really, really fresh tasting too with everything else around it. And sourdough.
I think the avocado in this adds a really nice creaminess in addition to the savoriness.
Plus there's just a touch of lemon juice in it that's adding a bit of tang.
In the sandwich, the bacon is less noticeably fake bacon.
I would agree.
I mean, I probably wouldn't question it as much if I didn't know. I'm not gonna fool you guys. It's not real bacon.
I would say though, this
But
is a
it's a
winner.
substitute.
This is a winner as a bacon
Yeah.
substitute and as a fully vegan sandwich.
Yeah.
You can feel there's a lot to feel good about.
I thought I would do a caprese, a version of a caprese.
Delicious.
Caprese.
Caprese.
We've been like arguing about how to say it. Not us, but all the crew.
It's always so stressful
I
to
know.
pronounce things right.
I'm sure we're pronouncing it wrong, but you guys get what I mean. And I thought, what goes with it better than a pesto?
Oh, yeah.
So let's make an easy homemade pesto. This is some fresh basil.
Fresh basil this time of year is the best
Yes,
because
so
it's
good.
so abundant.
Fresh. So we've also got common in a pesto, pine nuts,
Yes.
parmesan,
Parmesan. Whoa. Oops. It's an explosion of Parmesan, people.
some garlic. So we're going to pulse this together and then add in the olive oil to emulsify. So go for it. And that's all going in there. Oh yeah.
Very, very satisfying.
It is so
I don't
satisfying.
know why.
All right, so the basics of a caprese salad are, tomato, mozzarella, basil. So that's pretty much what we've got going into a bowl. And then we're gonna coat it all with the delicious homemade pesto before sticking it in a pita.
Amping up that basil flavor even
it's
more.
that simple, folks.
I love that though. Sometimes
know.
simple is best.
I know, and especially for a quick lunch, I don't really want to have to stress so much about it, and it's gonna stay cold.
Get all of this nice and
And I'm
dry.
not gonna add salt because there's salt in the pesto and there's salt naturally from the Parmesan and everything, but you should taste it and determine.
Always
think you need a
taste
little more?
and salt as you see fit. And the moment of truth.
Finally!
The tasting. It's so hard when all you want to do is taste. We have to do so much
know.
cooking and so little
And you guys
tasting.
don't realize how long it is before we really
Oh my gosh, it takes
Tasting.
forever.
We
well,
made this
I'm
like an hour ago.
super pumped.
Mm-hmm.
Homemade pesto is just worth the time.
Also, the texture, like the small pearl mozzarella balls with the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. It's like perfect for bites.
But also the mozzarella makes it filling. So you won't be hungry again right after. And tomatoes and basil. If you do have a green thumb.
I know, you could totally do this whole thing in your garden.
Get them straight out of your garden, man.
This is like really good.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I thought that this many sandwiches into the day, I'd be like sick by now. But no, I'm gonna keep eating.
This is sandwich number 5 for us.
This is so good. Yeah, and I mean, that was like 4 ingredients, so.
It doesn't get much simpler.
All right, actually it does. The next one is maybe simpler than this.
Really? I always love working with Alicia in the kitchen because she always has the most inspired ideas.
So when we decided to do cold sandwiches, I was like, what is one of my favorite foods cold? Pizza. I mean, who doesn't like leftover pizza cold in the fridge?
For breakfast.
So good. Yeah. So we are going to make a pizza sandwich that we're actually going to press, so it will be hot at one point, but then the idea is you take it, and by the time you eat it, it's cold. So,
see, this I love. We're actually going to cook the sandwich to let it cool down completely.
Well, you gotta melt the cheese. Come on.
No, you really do. If it's gonna be pizza, anything. I actually, when you sent this to me, I was like, well, how are we gonna melt the cheese? So.
Oh, we are using a panini press or some kind of press. I don't know if it's technically panini, but it's some kind of press.
It's some sort of sandwich press.
All right, so you've got some tomato sauce because every pizza needs a little bit of tomato sauce or some kind of sauce. I gotta have one like really delicious bread, and brioche is my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
And what I was thinking is with pizza, we've talked about this before, how I love honey on my pizza.
Which I think is so bizarre.
Oh my gosh.
But then I actually tried it.
So good.
It's outrageous.
If you have tried honey on your pizza, if you live in Midwest or in Colorado or something, you probably have tried it because that's where I first tried it. It is delicious. And if you haven't tried it, try it. But I thought the sweet bread will perfectly complement the savory flavors. So we've got sauces on each side. We're starting with a mozzarella.
A mozzarella.
Which is, I'm definitely saying it wrong, but go ahead and comment, it's okay.
I won't be mad at you.
So there'll be cheese on each side because we want that to melt everything else.
That's the glue that holds it together.
Exactly. And then we've got some pepperoni. Now you can use whatever toppings you want. You want to keep going?
Of course, yes, please.
Use whatever toppings you want. I wanted a little bit of protein and also pepperoni is just a classic pizza topping. So
have I overdone
why
it?
not?
No, I'm big on
You
filling.
can't. I mean, Sterling, it's not like we've really been holding back on these sandwiches. I think we've made it clear at this point that you should take it and make it your own. And if we're going a little too far, it's okay.
You can dial it back.
Yeah.
You can dial. You don't have to come with us all the way on this journey.
You totally can.
Do you want me to cut this in?
Well, I mean, put one on and then maybe I'll like rip one in half. I thought that these little rings were so cute, but the truth is you gotta have a little in every bite.
Yeah, so you wanna make it.
I like green bell pepper. I don't love bell peppers on their own, but I love them on pizza.
See, I'm the opposite.
You like them?
I eat bell peppers every single day and I eat them raw. And a raw bell pepper every day.
Gosh.
But I don't like them on pizza.
What?
So weird. I mean, this will be great, but like.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't know that.
It's such a weird thing that I'm actually really plain with my pizza. I eat my pizza
just like cheese.
Extra cheese, hot peppers, and green olives. People think it's the weirdest thing.
I don't know about the hot peppers. But.
Well, I know. Peppers are not your bag.
No, not my bag. Okay, I've got these mushrooms which I sliced really, really thin because I know that this is getting a little bit ridiculous here. A single tomato because it's a pretty big tomato. Some Parmesan.
A Parmesan. What did you call these? Paper Parmesan?
I call these the Parmesans that look like the sheets of paper as opposed to the ones that look like sand.
Sandy Parm.
Yeah, at Might Over Munch, we've got like real technical terminology for grocery lists. Sandy Parmesan, paper Parmesan.
Oh, all right. And you are stacking it on. We're not messing around here, people.
No, we're not. Okay.
And then am I just putting the lid on?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's huge now, but we gotta press it.
So this is about, what, 4 inches?
I am so stoked to get it in here. So this is just a press.
I have never worked with a press.
Oh my gosh, Christian makes his sandwiches in these all the time. Okay, so they're not usually this big.
Like on the side?
No. Just gonna press it down. And it'll only take like a minute or 2.
Sweet. I can't believe this is my first time working with a panini press.
And with the brioche bread, it's so good.
Well,
Christian and I will make like grilled cheese with brioche bread. My favorite is French toast.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
That is killer. I can't believe how
So
the height
good.
just like disappears.
Okay.
Do you want some help getting that out? Because that looks dangerous.
Bring the plate over.
Sure.
This is gonna be like a... Oh my gosh. I'm sorry we only made one. We're gonna have to share it.
I know, this is intense.
It's like a grilled cheese meets pizza.
What?
But we gotta wait to eat it cold.
What is not to like about this? Time for all the
Finally.
tasting. Brioche
Mm-hmm, I know. Mm-hmm.
is actually better than regular pizza crust.
Mm-hmm. Mm. The bread, just biting into the bread, it's like you already, somehow, your teeth absorb the sweetness. I don't know how.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
What I like about it is that unlike a traditional pizza, the toppings have maintained their
Oh, yeah.
integrity, right? Like,
Right.
so you're still getting a little crunch from the pepper, and like the spinach is still
It's not become like all soggy.
exactly.
Yeah, and I will say, even though the bread has been pressed down, it's still so light.
Oh god.
It's not heavy at all. Oh my gosh. It's gonna, like, this is our 6th sandwich of the day, and I don't feel inclined to stop.
I was gonna say I still haven't stopped eating. This is a must try.
I get pizza flavor. I taste the sauce, I taste the cheese and the pepperoni. I taste like the tomato, the fresh tomato inside. But
Guys,
seriously, this is so good.
these are absolutely delicious. You have to give them a try. If you are looking for 3 more amazing sandwich ideas, I have shared all of my sandwich ideas over on Alicia's channel, Mind Over Munch. If you have not already subscribed to her channel, please do. It is amazing, full of usually very healthy recipes.
Yeah, and there's a
lots
lot of her over there too, because we collabed like a million times. So if you want to see more Sarah Lynn, come on over. And check out our other channel, Friday Night Supper Club, because we do have a joint channel.
And it's so much fun.
And if you like bread, you like gluten, you're gonna
if
see
you
more.
like
You're gonna see
fat
more stuff.
and sugar and all the things,
that you want to eat on a Friday night.
then you should
gonna
definitely
find it
check
there.
out Friday Night Supper Club. We have made some delicious things
Yes.
over on that channel. Be sure to subscribe to that one as well. We're hoping to get up some new videos soon. If you give any of these yummy sandwich ideas a try, be sure to tweet us, Instagram us, or Facebook us a photo, because we love seeing your kitchen creations. Full recipes will be in the description box below.
Yep.
And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe.
Because there's lots more deliciousness where this came from. True story. That's true. There's gonna be none left for the crew.
Pizza sandwich.
Sorry.
Pizza cake.